channel Master Yourself. Today we are going to discuss security testing. If you have not subscribed my channel yet, then please take a moment and subscribe it now. Security testing. Security testing is a type of software testing that uncovers vulnerabilities of the system and determines that the data and resources of the system are protected from possible intruders. It ensures that the software system and application are free from any threats or risks that can cause a loss. Security testing of any system focuses on finding all possible loopholes and weaknesses of the system, which might result into the loss of information or repute of the organization. Due to the logical limitations of security testing, passing the security testing process is not an indication that no flaws exist or that the system adequately satisfies the security requirements. Need for security testing. The software industry has achieved a solid recognition in this age. In the recent decade, however, the cyber world seems to be even more dominating and driving force which is shaping up the new forms of almost every business. Web-based ERP systems used today are the best evidence that IT has revolutionized our beloved global village. These days, websites are not meant only for publicity or marketing, but these have been evolved into the stronger tools to cater to complete business needs. Web-based payroll systems, shopping malls, banking, stock trade application are not only being used by organizations but are also being sold as products today. This means that online applications have gained the trust of customers and users regarding their vital feature named as security. Goal of security testing. First, to identify the threats in the system. Second, to help developers in fixing the security problems through coding. Third, to help in detecting every possible security risks in the system. And fourth, to measure the potential vulnerabilities of the system. Types of security testing. There are 7 types of security testing. First, security scanning. Second, risk assessment. Third, vulnerability scanning. Fourth, penetration testing. Fifth, security auditing. Sixth, ethical hacking. And seventh, posture assessment. This is the image of types of security testing. Let's discuss the types of security testing one by one. Security scanning. Security scanning can be done for both automation testing and manual testing. This scanning is used to find the vulnerability or unwanted file modification in a web-based application, websites, network, or the file system. After that, it delivers the results which help testers to decrease those threats. Risk assessment. To moderate the risk of an application, testers go for risk assessment. In this, they explore the security risk which can be detected in the association. The risk can be further divided into three parts, that is high, medium and low. The primary purpose of the risk assessment process is to assess the vulnerabilities and control the significant threat. Vulnerability scanning. This is done through automated software which is used to determine and generate a list of all the systems which contain the desktops, servers, laptops, virtual machines, printers, switches, and firewalls related to a network. The vulnerability scanning can be performed over the automated application and also identifies those softwares and systems which have acknowledged the security vulnerabilities. Penetration testing. Penetration testing is a security implementation where a cybersecurity professional tries to identify and exploit the weakness in the computer system. The primary objective of this testing is to simulate outbreaks and also find the loopholes in the system, and similarly save from the intruders who can take the benefits. Security auditing. This is an internal inspection of applications and operating systems for security flaws. An audit can also be done via line-by-line inspection of code. Ethical hacking. Ethical hacking is used to discover the weakness in the system and also helps the organization to fix those security loopholes before the nasty hacker exposes them. The ethical hacking helps to increase the security position of the association because sometimes the ethical hackers use the same tricks, tools, and techniques that nasty hackers will use, but with the approval of the official person. The objective of ethical hacking is to enhance security and to protect the systems from malicious users' attacks. Posture assessment. This combines security scanning, ethical hacking, and risk assessments to show an overall security posture of an organization. Principles of security testing. There are 6 principles of security testing. First, availability. Second, integrity. Third, authorization. Fourth, confidentiality. Fifth, authentication. And sixth, non-repudiation. This is the image of principles of security testing. Availability. When the availability attribute is tested, the tester can understand if the software or application is up and running round the clock with minimal accepted downtimes, that is from regular maintenance and upgrades. The availability of information and services upon request and backup files in case of failures is verified too. Integrity. In this, testers secure those data which have been changed by the unofficial person. The primary objective of integrity is to permit the receiver to control the data that is given by the system. The integrity systems regularly use some of the similar fundamental approaches as confidentiality structures. Still, they generally include the data for the communication to create the source of an algorithmic check rather than encrypting all of the communication. And also verify that correct data is conveyed from one application to another. Authorization. Once the user is authenticated, they gain access to the system. Their privileges and permissions to perform actions within the system is defined based on user roles and limited by authorization. For instance, it is determined by the authorization attribute if a specific user can modify data, access certain files, and so on. Confidentiality. By testing the confidentiality attribute, it is verified whether the information, services, and resources are accessible only to intended users and only when requested. The tester can identify if unauthorized users are accessing privileged resources. He can analyze the format in which data is displayed when requested, etc. and verify if all data is encrypted. Authentication. The user is digitally identified before getting access to the system through authentication. By testing and validating this attribute, the system's efficacy in allowing all legitimate or right users is ensured. The system could use a straightforward username password or multi-factor authentication process, where a combination of OTP, biometrics, secure ID tokens, etc. could be used. Non-repudiation. It is used as a reference to the digital security, and it is a way of assurance that the sender of a message cannot disagree with having sent the message and that the recipient cannot repudiate having received the message. The non-repudiation is used to ensure that a conveyed message has been sent and received by the person who claims to have sent and received the message. Key areas. There are 4 focus areas involved in security testing. First, system software security. Second, network security. Third, server-side application security. And fourth, client-side application security. This is the image of key areas in security testing. System software security. It involves weaknesses, various software, for instance, OS database on which the software depends. Network security. In this, testers check the weakness of the network structure such as policies and resources. Server-side application security. Testers do the server-side application security to ensure that the server encryption and its tools are sufficient to protect the software from any disturbance. Client-side application security. In this, testers make sure that any intruders cannot operate on any browser or any tool which is used by customers. Techniques for security testing. There are different techniques followed in security testing. First is black box. Tester is authorized to do testing on everything about the network topology and the technology. Second, gray box. The tester is provided with partial information. It is an amalgamation of white box and black box models. And third is tiger box. This hacking is usually done on a laptop which has a collection of OSs and hacking tools. This testing helps penetration testers and security testers to conduct vulnerabilities assessment and attacks. Myths and facts of security testing. Myth: there is no profit on an asset in security testing. Fact: security testing can highlight the parts of enhancement which help us to increase productivity and decrease interruption and also allow the maximum output. Myth: nowadays the internet is not safe and we will be buying the hardware or software to save the business and protect the system. Fact: here the fact is, rather purchasing any software or hardware, the company first understands security and then follows the security process. Myth: if we have a small business and we do not require a security procedure. Fact: in that case, the fact is every organization needs a security procedure. Myth: the only technique to secure is to disconnect it. And the fact is, the one and the most excellent way to protect an association is to identify the perfect security. Here, perfect security can be accomplished by performing the implementation compared with business, permitted, and manufacturing validations. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked the video. If you did, then please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends.